Indiana Fever's front office is in serious trouble for revealing some major information.
Got it. Here's a rewritten version of your paragraph with a sharper, flowing style while keeping the same punch. The Indiana Fever just got exposed in the most embarrassing way imaginable, and yes, Caitlin Clark is caught right in the middle of it. The shocking truth: this franchise making millions off Clark's star power. Doesn't even have a scouting department. None. Zero. Nada. And now the receipts are out. Think about it. Would you really trust a team with no scouts to build a winning roster around Clark? Or is this front office quietly setting her up to fail? Here's where it all blew open. Connecticut Sun head coach Stephanie White made some casual comments about newcomer Kira Lambert. Nothing crazy, just standard coach talk, saying Lambert studies the game, preps hard, and even had parts of the playbook down before she ever stepped on the court. Normally, no big deal. But this time, those words exposed everything. Want me to punch it up even more, so it sounds like a viral YouTube script with cliffhanger-style delivery?
What's going into the front office? Whatever it takes to go find these players, if they're available.
Yeah.
And film study, it's calling other coaching connections. What is
all the above, right? It's all the above. It's seeing film, watching clips, talking to contacts and connections. Bree and especially has been super helpful in this. She's got a lot of contacts overseas who have seen Kyra, for example, play a lot overseas. Teammates that she's had that are over there that played with her. Same thing with obviously all three of our assistant coaches for sure and OU. So they have some familiarity with her. So it really is all hands on deck and trying to get the best person possible.
Here's a rewritten version with a sharper, the dramatic flow that keeps the shock factor intact. But then came the slip-up. Stephanie White casually revealed that Phoenix Mercury forward Brianna Turner, yes, an active player, was the one who discovered Kira Lambert overseas. And that's when the alarms went off. Hold up. Since when are WNBA players doubling as scouts? Why is Turner out in Europe apparently recruiting talent for another franchise? And the bigger question, why is the Indiana Fever, a team banking millions off Caitlin Clark, depending on players from other squads to do the job their front office should already have covered? Want me to make it even more YouTube drama style with rhetorical pauses and cliffhanger lines?
Had Kyra been on your radar previously? Like, has she been a name that came up earlier in this process?
Yeah.
So now that you've seen her play a little bit and having scouted a little bit, what is it about her that makes her right fit?
I think number one, her preparation. From the initial phone call that Amber and Kelly had to our conversations. She's been watching the team. She's studying what we're doing, studying how we've played opponents on both ends, what we've done to attack, what we've done on the defensive end. Reminds me a little bit of Ari when she came in. We really already kind of had some of the playbook down. Her ability to get downhill. She's got some speed and quickness as well. So all of those things are what we need and what we miss without having it.
Here's a rewritten version with a smooth but dramatic punch. Perfect for storytelling. That's when the plot really thickened. Fans online, shout out to Allison on X, started digging up receipts, and what she uncovered was insane. The Indiana Fever. The same franchise cashing in on Caitlin Clark's superstardom with record-breaking jersey sales and TV ratings, doesn't even have a scouting department. Let that sink in. This is a professional basketball team in 2025 being run like some weekend rec league, where the coach's cousin just calls up a buddy to recommend players. Want me to take it up another level with extra sarcasm and comedy so it hits even harder for your audience?
How the hell did Bree Turner discover a player? She's no scout. She's no recruiter. How the hell she's going to be focusing on the thing with bad she's playing? Y'all got Bree Turner scouting players?
Here's a polished, sharper rewrite that keeps the drama, contrast, and punch intact. Now, let's put this in perspective. Look at the Indiana Pacers, the Fever's NBA big brothers. We've got 8 listed scouts, 8 professionals, whose entire job is to travel, watch film, attend games, and grind, so the Pacers can draft and sign the right players. Meanwhile, the Fever 0, not a single scout on payroll, no one officially tasked with finding or evaluating talent. So how do they operate? Simple, they freeload. They lean on assistant coaches with connections, or, hilariously, players. Like Brianna Turner, tossing out recommendations from overseas, And here's the kicker. All of this is being exposed at the exact same time. Caitlin Clark has turned the Fever into a full-blown cash machine. Don't forget, this team was asterisk dead. Last asterisk in attendance and relevance just 2 years ago. Nobody cared. They were an afterthought. Then Clark arrived with the #1 pick. College basketball's golden ticket, and suddenly the Fever are selling out arenas, smashing TV ratings, and moving merchandise at a pace up more than 300%. That's the Clark effect. Helping the Fever, she's literally carrying the league's financial credibility on her back. Want me to make this one even spicier and sarcastic, so it sounds like you're roasting the Fever's front office for clicks?
You lied to me. I think they merchandise sales up like 300%. Gotta name all them millions off CC6.
Perfect. This is a monster paragraph with a ton of heat. I'll rewrite it cleanly for flow, pacing, and maximum viral script energy, while keeping all the outrage, sarcasm, and drama intact. Here's the polished version. And yet somehow, the Fever's front office still can't be bothered to hire scouts. They're swimming in Clark money, but when it comes to actually building a team around her, they're cutting corners like a shady used car dealership. You've got a once-in-a-generation talent, the hottest rookie women's basketball has ever seen, and your big idea is skip the scouting department? Really? Are we serious right now? Fans caught on quick, dropping screenshots of the Fever's official staff page compared to the Pacers. The Pacers site, pages full of scouts, development coordinators, analytics. Guys, a full machine built to win. The Fever's? Ticket reps, marketing staff, a couple assistant coaches, but not a single scout in sight. Imagine bragging about record-breaking jersey sales, while openly admitting you have no plan to build a championship roster around your star. That's not just bad optics, that's embarrassing. And there's a deeper layer here. Caitlin Clark, a white superstar, is the one pumping millions into the league. Meanwhile, black players like Brianna Turner are the ones doing unpaid labor, literally scouting talent overseas to keep the system afloat. Let that sink in. The Fever's front office is milking Clark's popularity while letting current players moonlight as scouts. It's not just lazy, it's exploitative. But here's the kicker. This isn't just an Indiana problem. The Chicago Sky? No scouting department listed. The Minnesota Lynx? Same deal. What's the WNBA's plan? Just wing it. Hope players keep recommending their overseas friends and call that talent development. The NBA spends millions on scouting because they know one thing: finding the right players is the difference between raising banners and living in the lottery. The WNBA, meanwhile, looks like it's running on vibes. And that's where the Caitlin Clark effect actually becomes dangerous, because her star power is covering up just how broken the infrastructure really is. Nobody would even notice. But now the flaws are being exposed in HD every single week, because millions are tuning in to watch her. Let's put numbers to it. Clark is projected to bring in over $100 million in value to the WNBA this season. Tickets, TV ratings, merchandise. The Fever specifically have sold out games they've never sniffed before. But instead of spending that money on scouting or roster building, they pour it into marketing campaigns while Clark takes elbows to the face every night without a real supporting cast. And remember that Wall Street Journal editorial? The one arguing Clark's civil rights are being violated by the way she's officiated? Sounds extreme, sure, but zoom out and it's part of the same problem. The league is happy to profit off Clark, but refuses to protect her or invest in a foundation around her. And this is why people like Stephen A. Smith are warning the WNBA, keep this up. And some outside figure, maybe Trump, maybe another politician, is going to step in and embarrass the league even further. Because when you refuse to take care of business, you leave yourself wide open. The Fever will probably spin this with corporate buzzwords like asterisk scouting as a collaborative effort. We rely on coaches. We rely on connections. Translation. Asterisk, we're too cheap to hire scouts, so we just ask around and hope for the best. That's not professional basketball. That's high school energy. Here's the brutal irony. This is the same league that keeps begging for higher salaries, bigger TV deals, and more respect. But respect doesn't come from hashtags. Respect comes from building a professional operation. Scouts aren't optional. They're the backbone of every successful franchise. The NBA didn't become a multi-billion-dollar empire by saying, "Asterisk, we'll just let players recommend their buddies overseas." They built infrastructure. They invested in the boring, necessary machine that produces winning basketball. WNBA, still acting like it's being run out of somebody's garage? And that's where Caitlin Clark is in real danger. Her prime years aren't infinite. She's already taking a beating, night after night, in a league that doesn't protect her. If the Fever keep running things like an amateur outfit, Clark's legacy could be damaged before it even begins. Because here's the truth. She's not a plug-and-play star. She needs shooters to space the floor, defenders to take pressure off her, and bigs who can run the pick and roll. None of that happens by accident. That takes scouts. That takes planning. Right now, the Fever are basically gambling her future away on random overseas tips and backroom connections. Imagine being Caitlin Clark. You give the league its biggest ratings boost ever. You fill every arena you step into. And then you see the receipts. Your own team doesn't even have scouts. That's not an oversight. That's a slap in the face, it tells her. Asterisk, we don't actually care about winning with you. We just care about selling your jerseys. If she were on the Pacers, they'd never dream of wasting Tyrese Halliburton's prime without scouts, analysts, and development staff. But with Clark, suddenly it's fine to cut corners because she'll sell out arenas anyway? That's how you destroy a superstar's career before it even peaks. And the sarcasm writes itself. The WNBA wants NBA-level salaries, but they don't even want to meet the bare minimum of NBA infrastructure. That's like demanding a Michelin star while serving microwave ramen. Can't have it both ways. Either you invest like a professional league, or you admit you're running a semi-pro operation carried by one superstar. Here's the harsh truth. Clark's rookie deal won't last forever. If Indiana can't prove it's serious, don't be shocked when she starts eyeing expansion teams or free agency, somewhere with leadership that actually cares about winning. All of this could have been avoided by hiring one scout. Instead, the Fever exposed themselves as a franchise, more focused on cash grabs than championships. So congrats, Indiana. You took the most valuable player in women's basketball history and surrounded her with a front office that can't even meet the bare minimum standards of professional sports. Bravo. Really, top-tier management. Bottom line, the Fever front office has been caught cheaping out, exposed by their own coach's comments, and dragged into the light by fans who actually care. Caitlin Clark is the reason the league is relevant, but instead of rewarding her with a real roster, the Fever are freeloading off her stardom while refusing to spend on the basics. That's not just incompetence, that's sabotage. So what do you think? Is the Fever front office sabotaging Clark's career before it even starts? Or is this just classic WNBA mismanagement? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns. Do you want me to also asterisk cut this into shorter? Punchier segments asterisk so you can use it as a ready-made YouTube script with natural pauses for B-roll and commentary.